Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and especially thank you for 500 subscribers on YouTube right now. I'm really stoked about this. This definitely motivated me to keep doing videos, especially informative videos all about cycling and mechanics and sport in general. Today I would like to show you my toolbox, which is still a work in progress, but I'm really stoked to show it to you because it's actually something I wanted to do for quite a while now. I have been inspired by Instagram pages like Toolbox Wars especially, and just the thought of having all tools nicely arranged in one compact sized box was really an idea that I wanted to fulfill. So let me show it to you. So it is based around a Pelican case, those really heavy sturdy cases. So let me zoom in a little bit. So what I've done is, well, basically like anyone else who has made a toolbox, sometimes you see the lids are quite a bit different. I went for a foam lid just because of the simplicity of it, because if you want to construct really quite a complicated lid with magnets in here, well, it's quite some work, and maybe that's something I'll do in the future, but for now I went with the foam because you can really nicely organize your tools in here. Let me show you the lid. We have some tools that are really nice and easy to grab because they are in the lid room. Some stuff you would normally use every day as a bicycle mechanic. This little ratchet here from Vera Tools is quite amazing. It's really small, so it allows you to go into those really small spaces that, well, in a bicycle you can find quite often. And then we have the 1/4 of an inch bits that go with it. Those basically go with anything else that I have, like this PB Swiss Tools screwdriver that goes with any bits basically. And that's something that I wanted because you can then have all your bits here. You just need one regular size tool for it, and then you have those compact small bits for it. Then I have a pick that's also really handy. Also, that's always really handy as a bicycle mechanic. You can mark stuff that you need to cut later. A knife, basically just a pocket knife. This one's from Leatherman. Costs like 30 Swiss francs, so really cheap one, but it's still going strong. Of course, we have a meter, a valve tool. We have a box cutter, always comes in handy. And we have a Sharpie, basically to mark anything that needs to be marked. The same goes with a whiteout pen from Edding. You can mark saddle heights, etc. when you change them. Really important. A nice Swiss Victorinox scissors, pair of scissors. Brand new, so they cut really well. It's really satisfying. Then we go on what is really still in progress. That's the first layer of the toolbox. You see, it's also a different kind of foam that I wanted to try out, but it turns out it's not that great. I don't really like it. It's too hard, and it's hard to cut out the stuff, and it's hard to keep it nice and beautiful. It will like come apart. Chain tool from Beardsman, really amazing tool. You can also modify it to pin your Campagnolo chains. That's really amazing. Then right next to it, the roll-off caliber 2, which is basically with that you can measure your chains, the wear on your chains. Really important tool, just to check where your drivetrain is, where your drivetrain lifespan is. Then I have some wrenches, 8, 10, 13, 15, 17, like the mostly used wrenches on a bicycle. Those are really low quality. I'm looking to change those in the future, but for now they do the job. Let's go on to the second layer, which is almost finished actually. We have Allen keys, 2.5 all the way to 8, because a 10 is really rare that I use that. And smaller than 2.5, I go with the bits because they are really precise, and I just like the possibility to dose your wrenching is a lot better, I believe, with this screwdriver that you have. If you have like a 2 or 2.5 mil hex, Then we have those quick to go torque wrenches, a 4mm and the T25. They are pre-adjusted to 5 Newton meters, so you can just go and the screw is set to 5 Newton meters. They are quite amazing. They came with track bicycles actually. They are from Bontrager. We have one plier with the nose here. It's actually the only. You also know the straight ones. I never use those. I only use those with the nose because you can grab things just nicer. So I went only with that one. Then a cutter from Knipex. This one also is brand new, so it works really, really well. Also from Knipex we have those pliers. They are pretty common, pretty famous around bicycle mechanics because they are quite amazing. They basically replace your wrench, so you can go all the way up to 40, I think. Of course with 40 you don't have a lot of force because that's the 180 one, quite a small one. You can basically replace a lot of wrench sizes with this little thing, and also to hold things in place while you're working on them is quite amazing because the flats here they always stay parallel. It's really amazing. Then we have my regular torque wrench that it's adjustable from 2 all the way up to 25 Newton meters. That also is really a cheap one. I checked it back with like a Synthase one and also a Hudset one, and it is actually quite precise up until now. We'll see in the future. I also have all the bits that go with it because that's not really convenient. The bits are not compatible with this one. Well, you need an adapter for it. So I have bits right here for it. Basically all the important bits you see here in the box, like 4 to 8 and T15 to 25, I believe. No, sorry, T20 all the way up to T30. And here we have the bottom layer. Those are tools that are not used quite so frequently. We have this Shimano Halotech tool to take your cranks off. Then we have this cassette tool that has both sides, so HG and Kampa, which is really amazing because I work a lot on Campagnolo bikes. Also myself, I run Campagnolo, so this is pretty important to me. Then a set of small calipers, pretty handy. Goes up to 12 centimeters, so not a huge one, but it's always handy. Then we have this DT Swiss tool for centering your wheel, so a spoke tool. This is actually the Squarks one, so this is a Torx for a Torx nipple because I built up my DT Swiss wheels mainly with this with those Squarks nipples. So this is the tool I need. We have a hammer, a pretty basic hammer of metal. I would like to have one with a nylon head as well. We'll get that in the future probably. We have this chain whip here from Lesign. That's not mine actually, I just put it in here so I have something to work with. Then here we have 3 substances I use a lot to work with. Squirt loop for the chain, it's pretty amazing. Then we have some oil, that's Neoval MTO 200, like a really high quality oil, basically for lubricating anything. Then we have some copper paste from Motorex, which is really great, which serves as an anti-seize paste basically. And you see we still have some space in here, and especially in the lid. This is the Peli case 1500, the one that I have. You see it's not the biggest one. Let me show it. I was able to do 3 layers, 4 with the lid, and you see, if you really want a fully functioning toolbox, this one will probably be too small, or you are really great at cutting foam and finding space, then it will probably work for you. But maybe I would go for a 1550 or even 1600 one if you want tools like bottom bracket tools or bearing press tools or anything like that. I have like the most basic tools in here, and of course still some space, but not for the big tools, only for the small basic bicycle tools. If you have any questions about it, let me know in the comments. Thank you very much for checking out this video, and I'll see you in the next one.